I felt the sense of relief and euphoria that I had never experienced in my life. And when I got to college, that's where everything took a shift, a real shift. I have ADD. So my entire childhood, they told me you got to be on Ritalin, Adderall, etc. Back then, they were prescribing those medications effortlessly to any kid who was showing any signs of ADD or
Said to
ADHD.
raise your hand.
I was a very distracted kid. I would distract my classmates. I would tap on my desk. I would whistle in class. But when it came time to do my work, I would do it. When it came time to do my homework, I get it done. When it came time to pay attention in class, I would do it once I was kind of reprimanded, right? But I acted out a lot. And I think that's a direct result of what I was going through with my dad's death. But I never took those medications because I had good grades. And so when I got to college, I couldn't keep up with the grades the way I used to. And I was introduced to Adderall my freshman year. And as someone who needed it and honestly could benefit from it today, I took that medication the first time. And about 20 minutes later, I texted the kid who gave it to me. And I said, this is amazing. Why doesn't everyone do it? He said, it's college. Everyone does. And I would go on to continue buying the pills from him and taking them. And with someone who has ADD and ADHD, a medication that I actually needed, it eventually did what it was supposed to do. And it would not give me any sort of euphoric high. It would shut off the noise and allow me to be normal and calm. And so I go home that summer because at that point I'm not taking it, I'm not popping it, I'm snorting them to get that sort of feeling of a high and get that euphoric feeling. And I was getting it then. I get it prescribed that summer. I go back to school my sophomore year. And sophomore year is where my journey with drug addiction and abuse of substances was, I was at a fork in the road, and I took the road not less traveled, right? I was the opposite. I stopped taking the Adderall. I'm now selling the Adderall, and I go into my friend's, well, I'm sitting in my dorm room. My friend walks in, and as I'm sitting there playing FIFA, this kid walks across the room, and he just has this huge smile on his face, and he pulls out a baggie from his pocket. And I look at him. I'm like, what is it? And he's holding up this baggie, and he's shaking them, and I just see these little baby blue pills on the bottom of the baggie. And I asked him, I'm like, what is that? And he's like, they're called blues. I never had heard of it. Never knew what it was. He's like,
Viagra.
yeah. He goes, they're painkillers. It's like you're stoned, but better. And I said, oh, fuck yeah, sign me up. He puts this 30 milligram oxycodone on the desk, breaks it in half, slides me the 15 milligrams, slides 15 milligrams over for himself, cost me $15 to buy that pill. I take my $20 bill, which I was about to give to him, break it down with a credit card, chop it up into a line, roll up that 20, snort it, and immediately, I don't know, give it 2 minutes with the drip hitting me, 5 minutes fully to take effect. I felt the sense of relief and euphoria that I had never experienced in my life. I mean, it was better than sex. It shut off every emotion, every element of trauma, grief, shame, embarrassment,